Alright, what up, you schmucks? So last year I went to Offkai Expo for a single day. I had such a fun time that I decided to go again this year for all 3 days. And I can confidently say that I got my time and money's worth. For those who don't know, Offkai Expo is a popular VTuber convention held in California. With that being said, let's get this shit rolling. Alright, so this is the entrance to the Hyatt Regency, where the convention is held. It doesn't look too bad at first, until you look at the registration line. Shit was packed like a can of sardines. I don't know how long the line went, but I wasn't gonna wait and find out. So I spent the first hour exploring the atrium, which is the second floor of the hotel lounge area. There was a fair amount of VTuber agency booths and activities for fans to participate in. One of the first things I found was this poster advertising Aston Martin's Space Cadet concert. I love how it throws shade at Miku Expo. For context, that concert was also held in California, and it was a dogshit event that just had a projector of Hatsune Miku, and that's why I find this so funny. I didn't see the Space Cadet concert since I wasn't a fan of concerts yet. Next, I went to some booths. Here at the Holo Takeover booth, which is the Hololive fan group, you can spin a wheel and you can earn ribbons for your badge. They asked me what my favorite Hololive cover song was, and I got this Bee-Boo ribbon. Speaking of ribbons, if you collect the most ribbons by the end of the con day, you get an entire set of collectible trading cards, which features 90 VTuber guests plus some secret rares. There's many ways you can collect ribbons. You can participate in booth activities like this one, attending certain panels and events, buying merchandise from certain vendors, or attending meet and greets. For example, there was a giant inflatable suisei where you can earn some ribbons from getting a selfie with it. I'll show you all the ribbons I got near the end of the video, since I got way too many to explain how I got them. Here at the Nexus booth, I got some playing cards featuring all the Nexus talents. For those that don't know, Nexus is a rising VTuber agency featuring 27 talents on their first debut. I do find that very questionable, but I'll talk about that in another video. They had me pick out my favorite out of the bunch, and I picked this one since I love mint green, and girls in casual outfits are really cute. Afterwards, I posted it on Twitter and got my pack of cards. There's also some unreleased talents featured in this set, which I found to be a creative way of marketing their future talents. I got to try some infamous FaZe Connect coffee. The only ones that were available when I got there were Irie and Hime's flavor. I decided to go with Hime since she's one of my FaZe Connect Oshis. Just pure black, no milk, no sugar. And after taking a sip, it was the worst coffee I've had in my life. It had a very sour aftertaste that lingered for a while. For me, I like sweet coffee, and I'm fine with bitter coffee. But sour coffee, that shit tastes fucking nasty. No disrespect to Hime, but it's like someone took a giant monster shit after eating nothing but sour foods. Afterwards, I was too pussy to try out the other flavors. Next to the coffee stand was the FaZe community stage. There was a bunch of standees and a screen for showcasing live interactive events from the FaZe Connect talents. I met some VTubers as I was wandering around. I met Rhubarb Custard and Wilhelm Vanderboss from Brave Group's European branch, Globy. Since Rhubarb was the first VTuber I met for the day, I didn't know what to talk about at first. We asked how each other's day was, and I told her I was familiar with Globy because of Bonnie Barkswell. She was very nice. As for Wilhelm, he told me he was from the Netherlands and that he does comfy art streams. I'll have both of their YouTube handles in the description so you can check them out. I also met Nanobites. I didn't know much about her, but I told her that I love her model and that I'm a sucker for blue hair anime girls. I'll slowly be checking out her stuff as well. There are also a bunch of VTuber standees lying around, so I got selfies with some of them. Also got pics with the FaZe Connect ones too. Next, I visited the arcade. They had a bunch of card games, board games, rhythm games, and fighting games. But honestly, I couldn't give two shits since I came here to see VTubers. I came to this VTuber convention to meet VTubers after all. But there actually was something there that caught my eye, and that's the Oshi Push trading card game. For those unaware, this is the new trading card game featuring the FaZe Connect talents. You get a free promo pack at registration, and you can earn more if you follow their socials or financially support their campaign. Each pack contains one card, and throughout my time at the con, I was able to score 5 packs total, but I'll reveal what I got later on. Later, I met this artist by the name of Ruby-sama. She's a digital artist based in NorCal, and she had the standee of Scarlet Yonaguni from Niji Sanji. I took a picture with it for funsies, and she gave me this art print for free, which was very sweet of her. So I gave her some Pokemon cards in exchange, and that's another thing I did throughout the con. I have so many Pokemon cards and Hololive cards rotted in my drawer that I decided to just give them away at Offkai, and in exchange, I asked them to check out my YouTube channel. I know my channel isn't for everyone, which is why I told them to check out my videos first before subbing to me. So for those who met me at Offkai that subbed to my channel, I'm grateful that you decided to join the family. The con was also giving out Polaroids of the Face Connect talents. I got a bunch throughout my time at the con, but this was the only one I opened so far. I got one of Memory and Pico. I'll open the rest later near the end of the video. I don't know how many there are, so you'll be just as surprised as me. So after all that, I finally decided to go to the registration line to get my ticket. I was recording as I was walking to the back of the line. Then all of a sudden, one of my friends who was near the front of the line calls out to me. The timing couldn't be any more perfect. I didn't have to wait in this dog shit line, and I finally got my ticket. So now I can attend panels and explore the con more. We got this complimentary grab bag after registering for the con. It features the talents from Face Connect's JP branch, Face Kaleido. Afterwards, I decided to open up the free Offkai trading pack that came inside the bag, and I got someone by the name of Cinna Bonbon. Someone at the con actually told me this was a joke created by Pippa. She made this fake VTuber agency, along with fake VTubers for shits and giggles. There was so much hype that parts of it became a reality, such as this VTuber, which I found pretty neat. My friend pulled Omari Tomoe and gave it to me since he didn't give a shit about this VTuber, which was nice of him. Next we went upstairs and we met Rooney Ruse from Face Connect. I was gifted a membership to her channel and found that she's a massive weeb just like me. We were talking about the latest anime, and I told her that I was watching Windbreakers and Konosuba. I told her how great the animation for the fight scenes were for Windbreakers, and she put it on her watch list. I also asked if she saw the Face Connect Smasher Pass video that I made. Unfortunately, she didn't know anything about it, which was fine. I got a picture with her. Then I went inside the second floor vendors hall and met Rin Penrose herself. I only saw her standee last year, so seeing the real deal really made my day. Unlike my previous recordings, this one was very legible. The con itself is really small and it's loud as shit, so I was happy with how this turned out. Alright, hello Rin.
All good. Hello.
Actually, saw you last year. Just like your standee, but...
Oh, another one.
Yeah, I was just wandering the hall right now, and I just happened to see you, so I wanted to say hi.
Oh, hello, mate.
I've been watching your shorts.
I see you heard the shouting.
Yeah, I've been watching your shorts on YouTube for a while now. I would always see your face everywhere.
I get that a lot. I get that from friends of mine who aren't even into VTubers.
Yeah.
They're just like, I found you and I didn't want this.
So yeah.
There's no escape. Embrace it.
Yeah, back then you were living in my head rent free. It's even in my dreams I'll probably see ads. I'll probably see shorts of yours.
Oh god. Oh no. They've given me too much power.
For real. It's how are you enjoying the con so far?
I am just kind of confined in this robot, but from what I've seen confined in the robot, I'm having a good time.
Alright, that's good to hear. I have a question. Have you or your genmates ever seen a Idol Corp Smasher Pass on YouTube?
I don't tend to seek out that kind of thing, but you'd have to ask the rest of my genmates about that.
Alright, that's fine. But yeah, it's really nice to meet you. Can I get a picture of you? With you?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
It was an honor getting to know the queen of YouTube shorts herself. Got a picture of more standees. Then I attended V4 Mirai's Lunalia panel. This was a panel I was looking forward to since Rem and Alias are my Oshis, and this was so much fun. So at this panel, they were hosting a punishment game. All of them would have hot takes, and the audience got to vote who had the best takes using pen lights, and the 3 with the worst takes had to go through a punishment, like saying yes mommy at the end of every sentence, or talking in a cute uwu anime voice for 5 minutes. It was funny hearing Alias rambling about how deep fried butter is the best food.
Audience, are we hearing her out? Nah. Can everyone pretend to stop getting up? Okay, get up from your seat.
Time to head out, everyone.
Stop it! Right? No.
and how Dr. Nova was defending ugly bastards.
Does everyone here like pretty anime girls?
Yeah!
Right? Everybody likes pretty anime girls. Yeah. See? Perfect. So having an ugly bastard in the mixture amplifies the beauty of the anime. It's kind of like a mix of
And here's one last segment from the panel. They were convincing us why they should be your Oshi.
I should be your Oshi because you have less than 30 seconds. Okay, you start. Okay, I should be your Oshi because you reach the model. If you marry me, you get a K1 visa. Okay. All she has is America. So if you ever get tired of one personality, I have 30 more! Okay. Alright, next! No!
That is justice, and in a sea of gigantic booba, you need a plank to stay afloat. This is like Titanic. If you grab onto them, if you grab onto them, you will sink. That's it, thank you.
Alright! No! I should be your Oshi because, I can do a deep Mosh impression. Hey, thanks for coming to Offkai to see me. Okay.
Do you like dungeons and free universal health care? Yeah! Thank you. Just come here.
It was a blast seeing the whole gang jokingly argue with each other. At the end, we had a chance to go up to the mic and talk to them, but I chickened out. I didn't think that we'd get a chance like that, so I didn't know what to say, and I was nervous having so many eyes on me. But overall, I had a really fun time. I tweeted that I was there, and my Oshis were happy that I was there. Afterwards, I explored the con some more and met another VTuber, except this time it wasn't a robot. She had her own standee and cosplayed as her own VTuber persona. After I got this pic, she gave me a bag of snacks, which was very kind of her. Afterwards, I ran into Koa from Idol Corp's Spanish branch. She was exploring and live streaming the event. Hi, hello.
Hello.
I actually recognize your model. You're one of the new talents for Idol, right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Koa.
Nice to meet you. How do you like it at Idol so far? I think it's been
love
less than a
Idol.
month for... I noticed that like on Twitter that are you like multilingual and stuff?
Yeah. I can speak Spanish and Japanese.
You said Japanese and right now you're speaking English.
Yeah.
So you speak like 3 different languages.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm showing everybody. I'm showing Spanish speakers about Offkai right now.
How do you like the con so far?
It looks good. Looks expensive.
Is this your
place
first time
looks
attending a con?
expensive. Yeah, it's my first time.
Alright. How do you like it so far?
It looks good. We're gonna have a concert later. Maybe you can come if you want. Like in around 1 hour?
Is that the Idols XV4 Mirai concert?
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of checking that out. During registration, we got a bag about like the event, about the concert. And so I'm thinking of checking it out because it's really it's heavily advertised.
Oh yeah, please go check it. We're gonna sing lots of super fun songs.
I see. Oh, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure. I think it's okay, right? Whoa, my first picture. Una foto. La fama. No puedo soportar la fama.
Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you, Koa.
Oh, thank you. It was nice to meet you too. Have fun. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall.
I'll check out the concert.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall. Thank you.
I find it impressive that she's only been streaming for a month and she's already doing big things at one of the biggest VTuber conventions in the world. I find it admirable that she's showcasing the con to her Spanish-speaking audience. I'm happy I got this picture with her. I love how cute and petite her model is. Also found out I was the first person to get a picture with her, so this picture feels really special. Next, I was gonna head to the vendor's hall to buy some merch until I saw the line. This shit started all the way outside the building. You'd have to be overdosing on stupid pills if you really think I'm gonna wait in this line for an hour. With all that time waiting in line, I could be getting a good ass meal, I could be talking to VTubers, or I could be attending other panels, which is what I did. Next, I went to the Vtubers game show panel, which was hosted by my Oshi, Mozu, alongside the other members of Vtubers. They had various trivia questions to ask the audience, and the event staff would randomly select people to come up to the mic and answer 3 trivia questions. And if you answered them correctly, you could win some prizes. There are questions ranging from who said good morning motherfucker, who hosted the VTuber Awards, what's the name of this song, etc. I was waving my hands and eventually got picked. With how easy the questions looked, I was confident at first, until they asked me who the 4 heavenly kings of VTubing were. In my mind, I was like, what kind of horseshit question is this? Why was this question leagues harder than the other ones? So my dumbass guessed Gargura, but then they told me they're all Japanese. At that moment, I knew I was fucking cooked. Then they told me to guess the name of some Japanese song, which I was also cooked. But the last question though, I was able to answer that shit with ease. They asked who this Oshi mark belongs to, and I shouted Mint Frame 1. Mint is also one of my Oshis, so I knew that shit like the back of my head. I won this scarf, but I told the staff that I wanted the acrylic stand instead. I like what this scarf represents, but honestly, I'm not gonna wear this shit in public. Plus, I think acrylic stands are peak merchandise. They're very portable, they're easy to assemble, and they're easy to clean. But that's not all I got from the panel. Me and the dude I was sitting next to were chatting throughout our time at the panel. He was a cool dude, so I offered him some Pokemon cards, but then he gave me the secret rare trading card. I didn't even know there were secret rares until this interaction. It was a trading card of the second floor lounge, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And I was like, you sure you want to give me this shit? Because if I pulled something this special, I would keep this shit. But he didn't mind and said I could have it. After that, I never looked back, and now I'm the proud owner of this card. Next, I went to see if the vendor's hall was open, and thankfully there was no fucking line. It was the last place I needed to visit in order to get my prize for the scavenger hunt. These stamp cards are given out at registration. There are 6 stamps placed throughout the con, and if you collect them all, you can spin the wheel and get some prizes. I got 2 trading cards. I pulled Kiara and Miss Lala. I didn't care about pulling Miss Lala since I don't watch her, but I was extremely happy for pulling Kiara since she's one of the top chase cards. Afterwards, I got to explore the vendor's hall. There are a bunch of artists and VTuber agency booths. Fun fact, FaZe Connect actually paid for all their table fees, so everyone there was making a profit. There were more FaZe Connect standees. I found this Dokibird doll that cost fucking 3K, and I met San. From what I remember, I think she told me she was a variety streamer that mainly does just chatting streams. Also, I love her VTuber model. It is one of the most gorgeous tomboy designs I've seen in my life. Personally, I'm an absolute fucking loser when it comes to tomboys, so I'll definitely be checking out her stuff. Next, I went to the Oshi booth. Sadly, I couldn't take any pictures of the booth, which was fine. I was gonna buy a Mozu standee, but they were sold out by the time I got there, which was around 5 o'clock. They literally had all the Vtubers members but Mozu. I was bummed out, cause Mozu is one of my favorite VTubers. Luckily, I didn't come out empty-handed. I was able to score a Mari_EN acrylic stand. There was only 5 left by the time I got there, so I was extremely fucking lucky. After killing some time in the vendor's hall, I went to Obake Pam's VA panel, since she's also one of my Oshis. She gave out solid advice for people aspiring to become voice actors, such as the importance of voice acting and the immersion it brings to the table, as well as some tips and tricks to improve your voice acting, such as giving it your all in your performance. Don't be afraid of failing. Start off small. Warm-up exercises. What foods to avoid eating. Finding opportunities to practice. And what places have potential job opportunities for voice acting. Pam delivered all this information in such a short and engaging way. Everything was to the point, and her upbeat personality was fun to listen to. As a content creator, I found it to be very valuable information that I want to apply to myself, since I talk a lot on my channel. My only complaint about the panel was that there was this really loud, annoying sound in the background that lingered for a while.
So, just
None of us knew what it was, but thankfully it didn't last forever. After that panel was over, I ran into Coefficient. I remember watching him during the pandemic when he reviewed Kiryu Koko's Dies. It felt surreal seeing him in the flesh all these years later. He was a chill dude, and I got a picture with him. Then moments later, I ran into the best girl in VTubing. Obviously, I had to get a picture. Still an easy smash. Next panel I went to was the Idol Corp Family Feud panel. I was originally trying to find the Kimono Friends panel, but my dumbass didn't know where it was, so I just chilled here instead. It was very funny, since you got 7 talents bouncing off each other's sense of humor, and it was surprisingly insightful. A lot of the topics were about VTubers' habits and lifestyles, such as things VTubers are afraid of, things VTubers do first thing in the morning, gifts VTubers would enjoy, and what VTubers sound like when they laugh. Pretty interesting stuff, but the biggest highlight was the announcement of Idol Corp's 3rd generation.
Alright, there we go. We hope you guys enjoy, okay? And once again, thank you so much. Bye-bye!
After that panel was over, I just took pictures with more standees and gave out more Pokemon cards until my friend came to pick me up. I found this hella funny ass standee of Dwayne The Rock Johnson wearing Bee-Boo attire. I just had to get a picture of it. Also found a sussy baka roaming the convention. I didn't know at the time, but apparently this cosplayer is a VTuber by the name of Vivi-chan. I thought it was odd that she asked me for my name because the only people asking that question were VTubers. So I went on Twitter, typed up Offkai Expo Among Us, and found this. Glad I was able to catch that for this vlog. So Vivi, if you're watching this, sorry it took me over a month to find out who you were. Finally around 10:30, my friend got here and we went to get HOTPOT. Honestly, I've been so fixated on my schedule that I've been eating like a fucking homeless person all day. All I ate were fucking crackers and water from the afternoon all the way to nighttime. So I definitely needed this. Getting to this place took around half an hour by car. The reason we went here was because it closes at midnight, which gave us enough time to eat, and it's all you can eat and drink for 25 bucks per person. That is literally the most godlike deal ever. That's such a sweet deal that it feels like we're scamming them. Overall, 11 out of 10 would recommend going to this place if you're ever visiting the Bay Area. I ate so much that I almost forgot I nearly starved myself to death. Once we got back, I unloaded all my shit I got from the con, took a shower, and went to sleep. The moment I woke up, I decided to open the Oshi push cards, and I got 3 commons and a holographic. I honestly didn't care about the holo, since I don't watch Iori. Then around 9 AM, my friend drove me to the con, and the first place I went to was the V4 Mirai booth. I got myself a Rem acrylic stand, since she's one of my Oshis, and I tried to get an alias, but the only one they had was the one on display. I was pretty sad, but not surprised. Alias is one of the most beloved members in V4 Mirai, so of course her merch would sell out quickly. Better luck next time, I guess. Next, I went to see Shiki, Nana, and Mako from Prima Project, formerly known as Prism Project. But before I continue, let me explain how the meet and greet system works. Before the day of the con, you're able to pick VTubers you want to see. Then you're put into a lottery system for a chance to see them. I picked Bee-Boo, Bao, Mint, Matara, Henya, Mythos, Vexoria, and these 3. Out of all my picks, I only won 2 out of 8, that being Vexoria and these 3. I don't know if I was lucky to even win 2, or if my luck was just that horseshit, because there are people that ate dog shit harder than me. For some reason, there are people with 0 fucking wins. Imagine wanting to see your favorite VTubers, but you're cucked by gacha. I feel like people who paid to be at the con should have a right to see their Oshis. I wouldn't be surprised if these people never came back, cause who wants to pay to not see their favorite VTubers? If anything, Offkai just lost potential customers for their next con. Honest to God, they need to get rid of the dog shit lottery system. It'll make people's con experiences so much better. Anyways, I sat in a room with a bunch of other people for about an hour before finally getting to meet them. And while I was waiting, I got this acrylic charm of Nana Astera. I only got to talk to them for a minute, so I didn't get to have a meaningful conversation with them. They asked me how my day was, I asked them how their day was, got this picture, and got these signed prints. The next event I went to was the disappearance of Pippa and Tenma, and holy shit, the management for this event was so fucking abysmal. This shit was supposed to start at 11:15, but they were going through some tech issues. We were just standing in line wondering what the fuck was going on. After 45 minutes of waiting, the line finally starts to move. It was 12 p.m. by the time we got in. There's some allegations about the staff sabotaging the event due to their hatred of Pippa, but I'm not going to go into detail since this information is only alleged as of read in the script, and Rev covers the story pretty well. As for the show itself, it was pretty fun. It was a bunch of comedic skits, and we got to hear them sing. Tenma sang 2 songs, Shanti and Buckingham, and Pippa sang Pippa the Ripper. I don't go to raves or concerts, so I never understood the hype. I'm like, why would I go to concerts when I can listen to this music at home? I went to Pippa and Tenma's panel, not knowing it was a concert, and hearing Tenma sing Buckingham opened my eyes to how fun concerts can be. Listening to music at concerts is far more lively and immersive than listening to it at home. The loud ambiance and seeing the crowd hyping them up was a blast to see. Oh, and this was a pre-release cover, which also made the moment very special. Sadly, I left 15 minutes early since I had to be at the Maid Cafe at 1. Afterwards, I got there pretty early, so I had time to check out the Face Connect store. The first day had a massive fucking line, so I didn't get to check it out. But everyone was at the Pippa and Tenma panel, so this was the perfect opportunity. They were selling Face coffee, keychains, acrylic stands, and some other miscellaneous shit. I got myself a NASA acrylic stand, and I got these Offkai exclusive acrylic stands of Pippa, Tenma, and Arena. Afterwards, I made my way to the Maid Cafe. Since I was by myself, I joined a random group of people. First we were greeted by the maids, then we got our food. We all got a chicken pesto sandwich with a can of Pepsi, and holy shit, these sandwiches were so fucking dry. I could literally eat desert sand and it still wouldn't be as dry as this sandwich. The bread was uncooked, the chicken had no moisture, and there was like 1 to 2 tomato slices at most. Thank God we had Pepsi as a chaser, otherwise I would have went full Karen on their asses. We also got these complimentary coasters, one being the Offkai mascot, and another being a random V shoujo character. I got Project Melody. Here's the backside showcasing the collab. Me and the people at my table had a nice chat while we were eating. I asked them what they did at the con so far. They told me they went to the Vtuber panel featuring Fifi, Elle, Project Melody, and Vexoria. They were playing a strip game with their audience and showed them the goods. They told me this event was supposed to start at 10:30 p.m. but didn't actually start till 1 a.m. in the morning. And I thought the Pippa and Tenma event was poorly managed, but this blows that shit out of the water. I'm like, Jesus Christ, a 4-hour fucking delay? That's crazy. Offkai really needs to get their shit together. Anyways, I also traded some cards while I was there. The guy wanted my Tomoe. In exchange, he offered me Mint Phantom. I was honestly shocked that he was willing to trade this, since Mint is one of the top chase cards. The reason he didn't mind was because his homie was looking for Tomoe, so clearly this was a win-win for both of us. It was an offer I couldn't refuse. Next there was a group idol dance, but sadly, I wasn't allowed to record that segment since they had a policy about filming the maids, which was fine. We got a group picture, and I got a picture with Zentreya. I honestly didn't know what to say to her since I don't watch her stuff outside of clips, so I just said hi. Afterwards, I did some more exploring. I got a picture with this Matara cosplayer. Matara has one of the most intricate VTuber designs ever made, so I respect the effort and dedication that this person put into her cosplay. I also met Hiragi Imuri. I asked about her day and what she does on YouTube. She told me she plays games, sings, and plays the violin. She's also fluent in Japanese, which is impressive. I love her soft motherly design, along with the musical accessories on her model. I took a picture with her. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to record this interaction since all of this was sudden, but I did record the next 2 VTubers I met. I got to meet Poseidon from Mythos and Alien Mixture. Hi, Poseidon. I've actually seen your model like a bunch like on Twitter. And now it's like one of the, I really love your design so much.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Funny thing, like, so like one of my favorite YouTubers was Critical. I like how he did the trailer for Mythos.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was held at gunpoint. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I tried to sign up for your meet and greet, but then like I lost but I'm just happy that I actually got to see you randomly out of this crowd.
Oh, yay! Well, you got your own little tiny meet and greet. It worked out at the end of the day.
Very much.
Awesome.
Are you enjoying the con so far?
It has been such a wonderful time. Everybody has been so kind, and it just makes my little heart very warm to see so many people come to see us.
Did you have like any panels yet today, or?
Everything we had was yesterday. So we had our panel yesterday, and then we had our meet and greet yesterday.
Okay, so like today's just like been chilling and all that.
Yeah, yes. I believe this iPad tour will be the last thing I do here.
I see. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course.
Hi, Allie.
Oh, hi!
I'm actually like a big fan of your stuff. Like I tuned into a couple of your streams. I really love your chaotic energy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Are you enjoying the con so far?
It's been really nice. I mean, I get to be carried around and comfort my own home, so I don't get to use my legs.
Yeah. Did you do anything at the con so far?
I did like the cars. The cars were nice.
The what?
The cars outside.
The cars?
Oh yeah. The ones with like the decals and all that, all the anime art.
Yeah.
I would like to get a car like that, but then I'm always afraid of like getting jumped. If a car was like that, if a car was that visually striking.
But imagine picking up the groceries from like Walmart. Like you're picking up your groceries from Walmart in style.
I know. True, I guess it's like all for like the flex. But yeah, can I get a picture with you?
Of course, yes, absolutely.
Right. I've been watching these two for a while, so I was really happy I got to meet them. And funny thing, the person I asked to help me record was also a VTuber. Her name was Boomy from Lucid Multimedia. I thanked her for taking time out of her day to help me record my interactions for this vlog. And beside her was her friend slash genmate, Naomi. So after Boomy helped me finish recording, I offered them some Pokemon cards, and I also showed them my Offkai trading cards if they were willing to trade. And I remember that Naomi told me that they were friends with Cinna Bonbon, who I had a card of. That's when they revealed that they were VTubers. I was also surprised that they were comfortable telling me that. So I told them that I was a YouTuber that focuses on VTuber content. I told them about my vlog and what I did so far at the con. I told them about this video that I made about my love for VTubers, and we ended up chatting for about half an hour. I also asked them for advice on VTubing, since I do have an interest in becoming a VTuber someday. They told me about PNG tubing and some helpful programs such as Vroid Studio and VTube Studio as a way of starting off. Both of them were really cool people that took time out of their day to help me record and give me advice about VTubing. So I would appreciate if y'all checked them out and showed them some love. Next, I was gonna head to the vendors hall to meet Mozu. Unfortunately, the line was long as shitballs. I tried to wait in this line for 5 minutes and I just couldn't. As much as I love and respect Mozu, I genuinely did not have the willpower or patience to wait in this long-ass line, so I just took the L and tried finding other shit to do. I headed to the arcade and ran into the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tobin Jacobs. He was being interviewed when I got there, so I had to wait to get a picture with him. For those who don't know, this dude creates some of the most artistic masterpieces, such as an army of cutouts, rooms plastered with waifus, and giant cutouts like this one. If you want to learn more about this guy, I highly recommend watching Nick Robinson's documentary. Anyways, I got my picture, and he even gave me the honor of holding a standee. I don't mean to brag, but I'm probably one of the few people on this planet that ever got to lay hands on this, and that's why I'm really happy with this picture. Next, I went to see Hazumi. She had a meet and greet at the ramen booth, but before that, I met Hina from Phase Connect before getting in line. This is where the line started for the meet and greet, and I was waiting on the staircase next to it. You would think that a line like this would take like 5 to 10 minutes, You want to know how long I waited in this line? That shit took over an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know what the fuck was up, cause this was an in-person meet and greet, so there was no bullshit tech issues. I know I'm sounding like a piss baby Karen, but honestly, I did not expect that shit to take this long. Luckily, I didn't have anything planned at this time, so I wasn't too pissed. But there's so much shit you can do in an hour. On the bright side, we did get some free shit. First, we got this bag with a special collaboration artwork, and when you open it, you get a prize. I won this charm set, and when I finally got to Hazumi, I had a fun time chatting with her. I told her about how my channel blew up from VTuber Smasher passes, and I told her how much I adore her design. I got some more free shit. Just gotta look at this gorgeous business card. Looks just like an actual card from Fate Go. And I got the sticker. I also told her about how I discovered her, and that's from this clip. I was laughing so fucking hard when I saw that for the first time. Anyways, I got a picture with her, and I told her that I would talk about her in my vlog. She was really cool. My only complaint was the stinking line. Afterwards, I went to my next meet and greet with Vexoria the Sun Eater. I waited 45 minutes before finally getting to meet her. I didn't mind the wait this time, since I was able to sit, and the room wasn't as noisy. When it was my turn, I was surprised that she and her husband were there in person, and not on a screen. But I had a meaningful conversation with her. I told her that coming to Offkai last year made me want to improve my social skills, and that I'm here making a vlog to document my time and experiences here. I also asked about the Vtuber event. I told them that some guy at the Maid Cafe told me about the delays, and she confirmed that there was some tech issues. It's pretty sad to hear how many events had them. Even the previous panels I went to didn't start on time. There was at least 10 to 15 minutes of wait time before they started. But yeah, I got a picture of both of them, and I got this signed postcard. Next, I went to the vendor's hall. By the time I got there, which was around 5:45, there was no line, so I saw my chance and took it. At the Offkai stall, if you can say the mascot's name in its entirety without messing up, you get a free trading card. This took me around 10 to 15 minutes to say it perfectly. The only hard part of the challenge was the second line of text, but one trick I found was to keep repeating it as fast as you can until you feel comfortable. I got Kai from my poll. Then I went to check out the artist alley. I bought a bunch of acrylic stands from an artist by the name of Pokey. There's a deal where if you buy 4 acrylic stands, you get the 5th one for free. Normally I hate chibi designs with a passion, but these were just right. The head to body ratio is proportionate. They still maintain their charm/personality, and the limbs are exaggerated just right. This is how you do a chibi design. I bought 2 full Mokos, a Gura, a Kali, and Fauna. If you love tangible VTuber merchandise, I highly recommend this artist. After that, I had the honor of meeting Rev Says Desu, his wife Strawbee, and Kirsha. I honestly didn't expect to see them ever since that whole shadow ban controversy. All you have to know is that some snowflake volunteering at Offkai doesn't like Kirsha and got her shadow banned. And unlike the other story, this one is confirmed to be true, so randomly seeing them definitely threw me off guard. I told Rev that I'd been watching his content for years, and I told all 3 of them that I was happy to see them. Rev is one of my heroes that I've looked up to for so many years now. I've been watching him before he became a VTuber. He talks about a vast array of topics on the daily. He does his research. He's very good at relaying the information so you don't feel left in the dark, and he's never afraid of giving his opinions. He is someone that I have the utmost respect for, so I'm really happy I got this picture. Shortly after, I ran into Skara from Offline TV. I honestly forgot he was a VTuber at one point, so it made sense why he was there. Even though I don't watch his stuff, I wasn't gonna turn down a free picture with them. Also ran into another Matara cosplayer, and this one was just as good as the first one. I also love the bunny girl outfit. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Fun fact, the real Matara actually took a stealth photo and posted it on Twitter. I asked the cosplayer if she actually got to meet Matara, but sadly she didn't, understandably so. But here's her IG if you want to check her out. Here's me with Phase Euphoria. I don't know what kind of event was happening, so I didn't stay for too long. There was this person dripped the fuck out in Pecora shit. Bro was fully equipped for his Oshi. His armor consisted of White Schwartz cards. He got the braids, he got the Pecora plushie, and he got the body pillow skin. I have full respect for this guy for probably showing his love for his Oshi. I saw Dwayne again, but this time he had a friend. Obviously I had to get a picture with them. It was too good to pass up. Afterwards, I went to my next panel, which was Burnout 101 by Zumi. You remember this VTuber I mentioned earlier in the video? I just realized I never asked for her name, so I was surprised to learn that this was her panel. Before I registered for the con, when I saw the name Zumi on the event schedule, I thought they meant this Zumi, the one from A in Project, but apparently there's another Zumi. I didn't mind though. I was also interested in the panel topic anyways. When we walked in, we got some free stickers. As for the panel, Zumi talked about self-care and how to avoid overworking yourself. As a content creator, I found the information to be very valuable. She talked about exercise routines, eating healthy, sleeping properly, but I would say the meat and potatoes is when she talked about staying true to your passions, not feeling obligated to work, and not being afraid to try new things. When you're a content creator, you feel like you're obligated to constantly post trendy content for the algorithm. But when you think about it long term, are you going to be happy with that kind of lifestyle forever? Personally, I wouldn't. As much as I would love to post every day for you guys, self-care is always top priority. She said that she'll have this presentation archived, so I highly recommend following her socials and keeping an eye out for it. After that, I didn't have anything planned, so I just walked around finding random shit to do. I found the HoloLive standees and got a picture with my HoloLive Oshi, since I couldn't take a picture with the real one. Thanks Offkai for being a cuck. I got a picture with this 2B cosplayer. She had a cute bunny girl suit, and she had a gorgeous back tattoo, but sadly I forgot to ask for a picture. I found a standee of one of the VTubers I met in person. There was this dude with a Pippa cutout that had a built-in voice box. Alright.
Coffee is water for fruits and vegetables. You're fucking glowing! You're glowing! You're fucking federal agents! Fuck you! Fuck the government!
I found out that the John Cena standee had some flyers on his crotch. It was promoting a VTuber by the name of Hamburger Kun, so check out this dude's channel if you're interested. I found Grimmy standing there menacingly. Here's a Numi cosplayer. My hands were full, so I couldn't get a picture with her, sadly. Got a picture of Lumi, the infamous lemon woman. Got a picture with the Kiara standee, since I pulled her trading card. Same for Mint. Since the trading cards you get are random, not everyone gets this opportunity to get a picture with the standee and the trading card, especially when there are 90 different cards. Later, I met Arena from FaZe Connect. If you saw my FaZe Connect Smasher Pass, you would know how much I love Arena's model. It is one of the most gorgeous designs in VTubing. Not gonna lie, I was so nervous going up to her. Even though there was a crowd of people, there was no line, so anyone could just go up and talk to her. I was nervous, thinking of what to say to her, until one guy told me to just go up to her. When I got up there, she asked for my name. Then she jokingly asked if I knew she had blue highlights in her hair, since my name was Blue Love. I told her yes, and that her model was very beautiful. She was flattered, and I asked her for a picture. Not gonna lie, that was probably the most nervous I've ever been talking to a girl. Not only does she have a gorgeous design, but if you listen to her voice, she has one of the most seductive voices you'll ever hear from a human being. It's so slow, deep, and mother-like. I wish I could have had a more meaningful conversation than just complimenting her looks, but I was also self-conscious of the amount of people watching me. Hopefully next time I won't be so nervous around her. After that, I bumped into Clara Kaminari from FaZe Connect. Sadly, I only had enough time to say hi and take a photo since the batteries on Clara's robot was about to die. So after I got this picture, I had to bounce. Earlier I got a picture with Bibu, but it wouldn't feel right without Kyla. Both of them are girl homies, so obviously I had to get a picture with both of them. It just felt right. So while I was killing some time for my friend to pick me up, there was a huge ass line for the adult night market. I would have loved to check it out, but you already know by now, I fucking hate lines. There's never been a moment in my life where waiting in line was worth the wait. I don't know what kind of juicy, erotic, adult-rated shit they were selling there, but I wasn't gonna wait in this dog shit line to find out. I was actually curious how long this went. Then suddenly I ran into my other friend, the same one I mentioned day one. I just decided to hang out with him until my friend came to pick me up, and by some lucky chain of events, I ran into Clara again, but this time she was on a phone since her robot died earlier. I'm happy I got to have a genuine conversation with her this time. I was upstairs earlier, but the phone, your PC or computer was about to die. Yeah. Hey, I've actually recently gotten a membership to your channel, and so I've been able to and so I've been tuning into your streams whenever I'm working the graveyard shift at my workplace. Oh no, just being my supervisor. Basically I work at a and so you just chill. So basically I just watch your streams. Yeah. So how was your time at the con? How long have you been streaming in Face Connect again? Roughly 4. I see you almost everywhere in the Face Connect clips and community. I always feel like you're a part of the family or something. I can't imagine Face Connect without you. It's really nice to seeing the Apple princess herself. Oh yeah, can I get a picture with you? I'm happy I got to have a genuine conversation with her this time. I tried giving her bunny ears, but the angle was off, and I look goofy with my legs bent down. I also told Clara that she'll be in this vlog, so I'm hoping she sees this, but if not, that's fine. I'm just happy I got to meet her. My friend was waiting for some dance party in the main stage hall. I also ran into the guy who gave me the Atrium card. We had a fun time chatting with him and his friend about our time at the con. We got this group photo, then I left for dinner. I went to the same place we ate yesterday, but this time it was foggy as shitballs, so it was pretty annoying to get there. That shit was like driving through Silent Hill, but eventually we got there safely, and it was another day of our fat asses shoving meat in our mouths. Afterwards, we got back and knocked the fuck out. On the final day, I made sure to come early as shitballs, just so I could explore the vendors hall. One of my Oshis was gonna be there at 12, so I got there at 10, so I didn't have to deal with more dog shit lines. So now I had 2 hours to kill, and here's what I did. I met Nia Mocha. She told me she mainly streams FPS games like Apex Legends, and occasionally does chatting and Pokemon card unboxings. The person who helped me get this picture was someone close to her, so I was able to give her Pokemon cards. I saw these lovely standees. If y'all didn't know, I'm a sucker for short stacks. I saw Miori Celesta, but the line to see her was insanely fucking long, so I had to improvise. I met Peanut Penguin from Prima Project. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to have a genuine conversation with her, since the staff member that was with her was in a rush to go somewhere. Surprisingly, I got to see Obi Katie Cat again. Fun fact, I met her last year while she was roaming the vendors hall, and this time she was with her girlfriend, Bibsy. I was so excited to see Katie again that I forgot to talk to Bibsy. Sorry Bibsy if that came off as me being rude. If you or Katie ever see this, I hope you can forgive me. But yeah, I was talking to Katie about how Offkai truly opened my understanding to the world of VTubers. I used to think that Hololive and DG Sanji were the only VTuber companies, and that there weren't many indies, but I was wrong. I told her how much I learned about her since the last time I met her. For those who don't know, she's a very talented musician, so much so that she was nominated for the Vtuber Awards for Best Music VTuber, so I highly recommend checking her out. Finally, it was time to meet my Oshi, Mozumi Peachy. I've been watching her since I saw her model during the Vtuber Awards, and she's been my Oshi ever since. Not only does she have a gorgeous design, but she's also really funny and talented. She has a playful, witty, unhinged sense of humor. She also draws, and she's got the perfect voice made for singing and voice acting. I have so much respect for her that I was nervous knowing what to say while I was waiting in line. But now, it was the moment of truth. Hi, Mosey.
Hello! How you doing?
I'm good. I actually attended your game show the other day, and I was answering those questions.
Yes!
Yeah, I actually don't know where to start. I've been watching you for the past couple months, and I've been a really huge fan ever since. So you're one of the main reasons I'm here right now.
Thank you! That's so flattering! Oh my gosh!
I really love your model, I love your energy, I love your I just love everything about you.
Oh, thank you!
That's so kind.
Like I've been making sure to like comment on every single short and like video that you upload, which is around like 3 p.m. or something. I don't know if you.
Yes, it's always 3 p.m.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember this name.
Oh, it's loading. Oh, yes, I know you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really love your sense of humor, and I've been wanting to get merch of you here to like support you even more, but then all the standings were sold out, and so I was like really sad about that. I also tried to attend your first meet and greet, but then like the line to like the artist alley was super crowded.
Right.
Yeah, so like I make sure like to come here like 2 hours early just so like I leave the vendor hall just to see you.
Right. Oh, I'm so glad you could make it.
Yep, same. It's like I was just worried I was never gonna see you. So like I'm like just really grateful for this moment. I also converted two of my other friends into like Vtubers I, so like they also comment on your videos too.
Thank you so much.
Yep,
Proselytizing the religion.
Yep, spreading the gospel and everything. Would it be cool if I got a picture with you?
Yes, picture. Okay.
This was definitely one of the biggest highlights of my trip. Mozu is one of the main VTubers I wanted to see when coming to Offkai Expo, so I was so happy when she remembered my username. I try to comment on all her videos as a way of showing my love and appreciation for her, so being able to chat with her in person felt surreal. I enjoyed every second talking to her, and I'm proud to call myself a Mozumite. After talking to Mozu, I bumped into another VTuber by the name of Corey Ojo. I really like her model. It has the same Royal Ice Queen aesthetic, similar to Monarch's design. She told me she was a variety streamer that plays games and does chatting streams. She also gave me this keychain before I left, and I found out she collabed with an American baseball team before HoloLive. I just thought that was interesting because I found that out as I was writing the script. But yeah, be sure to check out Corey Ojo. I did some card trading with some folks. I traded one of my holographic phase cards for Obake Pam. Then I went to the arcade to see if I could score another pack of phase cards, and I got a holographic Pippa. This was another highlight of my trip. Not only is Pippa my Kamiyoshi, but unlike the Offkai cards, these have rarities, and it was a holographic, so you bet your ass that I ain't trading this shit to nobody. I ran into some people who were really trying to collect the most ribbons. There's this one dude with a long ass fucking flag that dragged across the floor like an anaconda. Like holy shit. You know this guy's in it to win it. Bro is treating this competition like a dick measuring contest. And there was this woman who made her ribbons into a suit of armor. I don't know if they were trying to collect the entire set of trading cards. Either way, you can tell they were having a fun time. I also met Katrina Cutie. I barely watch her streams, but the first time I did watch her is when she showed her feet. Then she wanted me to praise her feet. Can you record the screen? It's on record. Alright, so you want me to get on my knees and say I love feet?
Yeah.
Alright, I love feet. I love feet. I love feet.
You love my feet. You love my feet.
Hell yeah.
No, say it.
I love your feet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right before I left, I asked if I should call her Katrina or Kata, since this was my first time interacting with her, and she told me I could call her Mommy, so I did. I replied, okay Mommy. Then she started bursting out laughing afterwards. My dumbass forgot to get a picture with her, so this footage was all I got. So Kata, if you see this, just to let you know, I love your feet, Mommy. After that, I went outside and noticed there was a huge ass crowd. My guess was that it had to be a really popular VTuber. I tried squeezing through to see who it was, but that shit was jam-packed. So I asked the guy next to me who it was. Then they told me it was Mint. Honestly, I shouldn't have been surprised, since there were a bunch of Pomudachis, and Pomu was one of the most beloved VTubers of all time. As much as I wanted to talk to my Oshi, I wasn't gonna wait in this crowd for a brief interaction, so I just took the L on that one. Or so I thought. I didn't get to talk to her, but I did get a selfie with her. The volunteer that was with Mint moved her to another location so it wouldn't get too crowded, and as they were moving her, I was recording it, and just like that, your boy scored a selfie with motherfucking Mint Phantom herself. Definitely another big highlight of my trip. I have so much respect for Mint as a content creator, so getting this selfie means a lot to me, even if it was a low-effort selfie. Afterwards, I made my way to the Prima Project game show. Here, everyone sat down in a room, and we all answered trivia questions together. It was us versus Aoi versus Shiki versus Mako. I enjoyed seeing the VTubers discuss what they thought were the correct answers, but the rest of the panel was pretty underwhelming in my opinion. My dumbass was being a tryhard, trying to get all the questions right, but in the end, it didn't matter. Unlike the V-Dairy game show, there were no prizes being handed out this time, so there was no incentive to participate, and I didn't find that out till the trivia game was over. Not to mention, we barely got to talk to the VTubers during the panel. All we can do is shout in the crowd. I appreciate Prima Project for taking time out of their day to create a fun time with their fans, but personally for me, I didn't enjoy it as much. The only thing I got out of it was a selfie with Mint before the event started. If I didn't attend this panel, I wouldn't have been able to get this selfie, so I didn't come out empty-handed. This is the score in case you're curious who won. As you can see, we got bodied hella hard, and Mako won the whole thing. I had 30 minutes before the con was over, so I was able to squeeze in one last meet and greet. I went back to the vendors hall and met Yoki and Nami. I've actually been watching her for a while now. Her model is so fucking gorgeous, and out of every VTuber I've ever watched within the past 4 years, she has the cutest voice I've heard in my life. Hi Yoki.
Hello. Hi. Who are you?
My name is Love, or like that's what I go by on YouTube. Yeah, I wanted to say hi. I've been watching your content for like a while now. I really love your design.
Hello.
And I really love your voice. I feel like it's like really unique compared to like any other VTuber I've heard.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. You're not supposed to just rapid fire those compliments on me. Hey, slow down!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this to hire Rick. I'm doing my best. It's okay. It's only natural to come from such an incredible yokai like me. Thank you for coming to see me. Thank you for making the trip. How's the con experience been? I'm sorry, I'm trying to rapid fire this.
Oh yeah, really good. I've been taking a picture of lots of VTubers. I'm also vlogging for my YouTube channel too. So like I'm recording the experience right now. If that's okay.
Incredible. All right. Hello, people on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Just to speed things up, can I get a picture with you?
Of course.
I had so much fun chatting with her, but sadly, I didn't get to talk to her for long since the vendors hall was about to close and they were kicking people out. But I told Yoki that I would include her in my vlog. And finally, there was the closing ceremony. There was a volunteer handing out trading cards, and I pulled fucking Kyla. Don't get me wrong, I love Kyla, but I would have preferred Bibu since she's my Oshi. I find it so funny that I managed to pull 2 waifus from Hololive that wasn't Bibu. But not only did I not get Bibu, but I got her bestie out of every possible VTuber that had a trading card. It's as if life is trying to taunt me. As for the closing ceremony, there wasn't anything too crazy. They told us about the amount of tickets that were sold, which was over 2,510 tickets. They told us that they wanted to fix the tech issues, and they thanked everyone who came to the con. Lastly, I got a picture with the Offkai mascot as a way of saying goodbye. Alright, so here's a recap of all the shit I got, including some ones I haven't mentioned already. These were all the cards I got. Here's all the acrylic stands I got. I got Clara, since I had a fun time talking with her. I also got this Sakana keychain, since he's the best girl. Here's a Nana charm I got from the meet and greet. I wrote a gacha at the Idol Corp booth and got this signed card from Chabelle Tonya. Apparently the silver signature is rare, according to Tonya, so I was really happy with that. Here's the signed postcards I got from the meet and greets. Here's all the ribbons I got. Not gonna go over all of them, since there's way too many. If you want to know more about the ribbons I got, feel free to let me know in the comments. Here's all the Phase Connect Polaroids I got. From what I found on Twitter, there were 9 different Polaroids, and as you can see, I got fucked with multiple dupes. Here's all the shit I got at Hazumi's panel. Found a cute sticker of Mio. Got these Zumi stickers from the Burnout 101 panel. Here's the V Shoujo coasters from the Maid Cafe. Here's some free pins of the SF Bart mascots. And lastly, here's a free keychain I got from Corey Ojo. Alright, that's all the shit I got from Offkai. So what are my thoughts on the con? I had such an incredible time that I can confidently say that I got my time and money's worth, but that's not without its problems. So I'm gonna be 100% transparent. Offkai really needs to get their shit together. There were lots of tech issues and delays for most of the panels. Most of them had around 10 to 15 minute delays, and the Pippa and Tenma panel was by far the worst, which started 45 minutes later than it was supposed to. I'm no tech expert, and I understand that mistakes happen, but with how many issues there were, I wouldn't be surprised if it fucked up other people's schedules. Another issue I have was with the meet and greets. I don't know who was in charge, but they need to get rid of the lottery system for these meet and greets. It should have been first come first serve. Meeting your Oshi should not come down to luck. They had first come first serve for the ticket registration, so why not the meet and greets? Not to mention, they had certain meet and greets in the vendors hall, the one where you need to wait in this dog shit line to get into. Imagine if you wanted to meet your Oshi, but you were trapped in the back of this line. You would be depressed as shit if you traveled all the way to Offkai just to not meet your Oshi. Speaking of lines, there were so many goddamn lines. For those who don't know, the building is really small and consists of 2 main floors, so it wasn't surprising that it was this packed. But I'll let Offkai get a pass for this one, since there was a lot of stuff to do at the con, so I had the privilege to leave and do other stuff. And they did put a limit on the amount of tickets, so it wouldn't get too crowded, unlike other conventions. But despite these issues, I still had an amazing time at Offkai Expo. I'm aware this is only their 3rd con, so I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that Offkai will get better over time as they learn and experiment with their management and business practices. I understand that the con is run by volunteers that are taking time out of their day to provide a fun con experience, so I apologize to staff if I'm sounding like a piss baby Karen. And lastly, let's talk about post-con depression. Even though I had an incredible time at Offkai Expo, I feel like I could have done more. First, I didn't get to meet all my Oshis. There was a long-ass line to see Mio. Chio Chompy was wandering the halls while I was waiting in line to meet Mozu. Couldn't meet Mari because of this stupid-ass line to the vendors hall. Didn't win the meet and greet for Bibu. And my blind ass couldn't find Pippa anywhere in the atrium. I had a chance to talk to Alias and Rem, but I was too nervous to go up to the mic. I just wish I was more brave in that moment, since I respect these two so much. Another thing I wish I did was attend more concerts. Before coming to Offkai, I already set up my schedule and didn't plan to go to any concerts, cause I'm like, I could just listen to music at home. But Tenma opened my eyes to how fun concerts can be. Now I missed out on the Idol Corp X V4 Mirai concert and Offkai Live, which I later found out was the biggest event at the con. And lastly, I wish I was a bit more extroverted. Even though I did make an effort to talk to a lot of people, there were still some instances where I was afraid to get out of my comfort zone. Sometimes I feel brave in the moment, sometimes I feel like a fucking pussy. I'm not saying all this to be a downer, I just like writing my thoughts down like a diary. Looking back at what I can improve on is a form of self-growth for me. Also, I don't want anyone who's watching this to make the same mistakes I made. Sure, I didn't get to do everything at the con, but I don't regret my time at Offkai. I enjoyed my time there, and that's why I'm looking forward to the next Offkai Expo. I don't know how different it'll be compared to this one, but if I do go, I'll be sure to vlog my experience. Alright, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and sub to the channel. Who knows, maybe you'll get to meet your Oshi. Alright, see ya.